So a pathway from a boarding school to universities. So how will the school prep my child into university? Boarding schools do not just focus the boarding schools, they do not officially prep your child into universities until sixth form, actually. At least that was it for Oundle. So however, what you learn since joining a boarding school will be highly beneficial in doing university university interviews. And boarding schools provide extraordinary education to students as the level of exposure to different things is simply on a much larger scale than state-funded schools. In sixth form, schools will have a specific careers department and also personal statement training or guidance. And your child will be contacted by the tutor or a specific person in the school who's got a very good experience in teaching students into doing UCAS applications. And also each boarding school is quite different in the ratio of the students attending top universities. So some schools, they can have 70% or more of the students attending Russell Group universities, like Brighton College, Eton. They have a large amount of students attending Oxbridge, UCL, KCL. And some other schools, I know they have fewer than 30% of students attending Russell Group universities. But what I want to say is, what happens if a student doesn't get into a top university? There are actually plenty of universities in the UK, and I don't think, as a parent, you should worry if they do not get into a top university. It's not the world's not over, and you don't really need to freak out if your child doesn't get into Oxbridge or any of the top 20 universities in the UK. And what I want to say is, boarding school tutors, they normally would make sure the student to choose a safety net for their UCAS application. So in Oundle, I was told to choose at least 5 universities. Well, I mean, you have to choose 5 universities, but the last one would normally be a university that the school and the tutor would think that you can definitely get into if your top choices failed. So I do think that boarding schools, they do have a very good all-rounded support for students.